I don't expect children or even adults to know them by heart, like they were transferred in between long ago. They were transmitted only by word of mouth. But even in those days, there was a very select band of carefully chosen individuals who were entrusted with this great knowledge to be able to pass it on from generation to generation. For the rest of us, even to just understand the distilled wisdom of it, just to learn a few lessons from it, that is not only enough, but essential, I think, for many reasons. One is, like I said, they are timeless truths, and the whole aim of our Indian ancient texts is not to help you live a happier life. That is not it. Like most other texts promise you road to happiness. But Indian philosophy and Indian thought acknowledges very clearly that happiness is but a transient state. It comes and it goes. So the pursuit of happiness is futile. What you must pursue instead, according to all our texts, is freedom and fearlessness. So all of them are designed to help you lead a free and fearless life in mind, in thought, word, and action. And why would you not pass on this knowledge to your children? After all, we do want them to live freely and fearlessly in the world. That is the highest attribute. All these other things, happiness, success, fame, money, they come and go. And yet we pour so much of our attention and effort into chasing after those goals. When actually, if you chased freedom and fearlessness, you would have a happy life no matter what else was there or not there. You would be in a state of absolute contentment and in a state of harmony, both with worlds inside yourself and the world outside yourself. So that is, and in that sense, it's really important. In another sense, it's also very important for children to know what they contain, at least in a distilled sense, because they are who we are. If you're Indian, this is what has come down to us through the ages, and it is part of your DNA. It's part of what resonates deepest within you, whether you realize it or not. It is true that it is these truths that resonate the hardest, the loudest, the strongest. And if we don't have, these are what give us roots. So while we all are always stretching our arms out, our wings out to fly and to grow like giant trees with branches and wings, unless we take care of the roots, it will not stand. So the rooting is really important, and the rooting comes from this, the sense of who am I? Where do I come from? What is my culture about? What is my heritage? What do I bring to the table, to the global table, from my part of the world or from my heritage? Once they know this, they will be able to stand and talk and stand shoulder to shoulder with great confidence with anybody else in the world. And that doesn't mean we close ourselves off to wisdom from anywhere else either. We just know who we are, but we keep an open mind, which is one of the things the Vedas and Upanishads go on and on about always keeping an open mind and never getting stuck. So we allow other things to come in, but with an understanding of who we are. If we don't know who we are and we allow other winds to buffet us, it's quite possible that we get knocked off our perch and we lose our roots. Yeah. In fact, if you don't know who you are always insecure. And therefore you get upset when somebody says something about your religion or your culture or your heritage, because you don't know enough to counter it with, and you yourself haven't made your peace with it, and therefore there is anger, therefore there is hate, therefore there's a need to dominate the other person and say mine is better. But if you are comfortable and secure with who you are willing to open out your umbrella and let everybody come under it and say, yes, let us all have a discussion. Let's not have an argument. We can have a discussion, and each of us can take away wonderful things from it. So while we stay rooted, let the winds from every other culture and every beautiful wisdom from every other religion, let it waft through our branches, let it rustle our leaves, let it give us joy, but while we stay rooted. So I think that's why it's really important, especially if you're an Indian child, to know these.